Manchester United had manager Jose Mourinho and midfielder Ander Herrera sent off as they failed to break down Burnley and lost more ground on the pacesetters at the top of the Premier League. On a fractious afternoon at Old Trafford, United were left frustrated by a series of unsuccessful penalty appeals, a string of saves by inspired Clarets keeper Tom Heaton and the woodwork. Mourinho, who was incensed when Jon Flanagan was not punished for a challenge on Matteo Darmian inside the Burnley box, paid the price for allowing his frustration to boil over at half-time. He sat in the main stand behind the dugout at the start of the second half, but was quickly moved to the director's box, with a go-between running up and down the stairs to pass on his instructions to his assistants. Herrera got his marching orders in the 68th minute, with referee Mark Clattenburg showing him a second yellow card for a challenge on Dean Marney, although the United player appeared to slip as he made the tackle. That eased some of the pressure on Burnley, who had needed an inspired performance from Heaton to keep United at bay. The former United keeper made a string of spectacular stops, with the pick of them being a Peter Schmeichel-style scissor save that saw him spread himself brilliantly at the back post to keep out a Zlatan Ibrahimovic volley. When Heaton was beaten, United's frustrations continued with Juan Mata's shot hitting the outside of a post and Ibrahimovic's looping header coming back off the bar. They had 37 efforts at goal in total but none were successful. United have won only one of their last 7 league games and are now 8 points behind Manchester City and Arsenal, who both won on Saturday. Jose Mourinho Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho sat with the fans before being moved and he ended up in a director's boxlet and still cannot find the target. Zlatan Ibrahimovic had more shots, 12 than any other player against the Clarets, but his fruitless run in front of goal continued. Nothing summed up his current form more than the late chance he spurned when Paul Pogba found him unmarked at the back post, but he failed to find the target with the goal gaping. The 35-year-old Swede had already had more shots than any other Premier League player this season, with 70 in 10 games, but he has not scored in this competition in 6 games since his goal against Manchester City on the 10th of September, his worst run since his time with Inter Milan in 2007. He has managed a goal in the Europa League but his record in all competitions is not much better, with just 1 goal in his last 10 games. The correlation between his form and United's is surely no coincidence. Burnley are hard to break down. The graphic shows Manchester United's attempts at goal. Green circles are shots on target, red means off target with the yellow ones showing blocked efforts. Heaton was a standout performer and he will rightly make the headlines with his saves. But Burnley's whole team deserve credit for their defensive efforts in holding out against a siege that continued even when they faced 10 men. The Clarets rarely threatened at the other end, with Johan Berg Gudmundsson's first half strike their only effort to bring a save out of David De Gea. They have only managed a total of 4 shots in their 4 away league games to date, but that statistic matters a lot less when they mount a rear-guard action like this. Man of the match, Burnley's Tom Heaton. Burnley goalkeeper Tom Heaton made 11 blocks or saves during the goalless draw. Only one candidate. The pocket of Clarets fans at Old Trafford chanted England's number 1 throughout the game in recognition of a brilliant performance by their goalkeeper. The stats you need to know. Manchester United had 37 shots in this match, their most in a Premier League game since 2003-04 when Opta records began. Ander Herrera was shown his first red card in the Premier League, having been sent off 5 times in La Liga. The last time Manchester United were shown a red card at Old Trafford at home in the Premier League was in September 2014 Wayne Rooney v West Ham. Tom Heaton made 11 saves in this game, the joint most by a keeper in a Premier League game this season. Also Heaton v Southampton. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has gone 6 league games without scoring for the first time since December 2007 with Inter Milan. Ibrahimovic had 12 shots in this game, the most by a player in a Premier League match since Robin van Persie for Arsenal in December 2011 v Wolves. Manchester United have won just one of their last 7 Premier League games, drew 3, lost 3. Burnley had lost their previous 3 away games this season prior to today. The Clarets have managed just 4 shots on target in 4 away games this season. What next? United travel to Turkey to take on Fenerbahce in the Europa League on Thursday, then go to Wales to play Swansea on Sunday in their next Premier League game. Burnley are at home to Crystal Palace on Saturday.